My name is Jeremy Parrish with USgamer, and I'm doing USstreamer for this day, which is July 21st. I'm showing off the Analog NT, an old school, new school video game system. It's an NES that's been hacked and cut up and put into a fancy Apple-like aluminum case and sells for a lot of money. And I'm running it through an upscaler, so it looks really pretty and has scan lines and is a pretty solidly authentic NES experience. I guess if I were playing this on an analog monitor like a PVM or BVM or even just a really nice TV, it would be more authentic, but this is pretty damn good, especially for playing it on a, a Sony LED TV. So anyway, it looks like the signal did cut out, but I do see people chatting. Okay, it is dead. So anyway, it looks like the game is broadcasting. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's play as the princess, because she needs more respect. It's been a long time since I played this game, and I imagine I'm really bad at it now. But I'm playing it anyway, for a crowd of dozens, just in case. Pink must never kill pink. So anyway, Super Mario Brothers. I recently talked to the designer of this game, Kensuke Tanabe, and asked him how come this game isn't in Super Mario Maker, and he seemed kind of surprised that someone would even ask, like, oh, do people care about that game? But it's a weird non-Mario game. Look at that, look how terrible I am. It's disgusting. Fortunately, there's a mushroom up here. Hooray! Now I'll grab some coins very slowly. The princess is not accustomed to heavy labor. So God is my witness, she will never eat turnips again. There we go. That's what we're about. Anyway, I'm not going to go into the stupid trivia about this. You know that it was not originally a Mario game, blah blah blah. But, when I first played it, all I knew is that it said Super Mario Bros. 2 on the box, and it had Mario and his friends. It was all the characters from Super Mario Bros. The princess and the mushroom retainer, and they were all playable, and that was awesome. And so really that's all I care about. They did add some weird things when they turned it into Mario, like the turtle shell and the Starman and so forth. I don't think the Starman was originally in it. Certainly the music wasn't. Oh. Poor princess, she's not mighty enough to make that jump on her own. But she can get a little help from her friend. Oh, that didn't work out very well. There we go. It's amazing what muscle memory can do. Like I said, I haven't played this game in a long time, but I still remember where the mushrooms in the first few worlds are. So anyway, I also kind of skipped over, there's a tunnel here where you meet some interesting characters, but who cares? I'm curious how everyone else reacted to this game when they first played it. Like I said, I took it on faith that it was a Mario game because Nintendo sent me a free magazine that said it was a Mario game. It was on the cover and everything, so who was I to doubt them? And the first time I saw it was actually on a PlayChoice 10 at a pizza place, and it was just so fascinating. I saw someone playing in that tunnel that I skipped with a little dude who shot bullets at you, and I was just like, man, this is so much better than Super Mario Brothers. By the time this came out, I was pretty over the original Super Mario. I know that's heresy now, but I played it a lot and it got kind of boring. So this was, you know, super fresh and different, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I have a soft spot for this game. Oops. I'm also really bad at aiming when I throw things. There we go. And for some strange reason, they decided when they localized this game to make that character, Birdo, transgender. Not that that's bad, it was just a very unusual localization decision that came from the US. It was not a thing in the Japanese version of the game. So, this is just kind of an unexpected game all around. I used to know the rhythm for doing this bonus chance thing, so I could just rack up the lives, but I'm terrible at it now. Yeah, that's awful. Alright, way to go, me. Alright. So, what are people saying in the chat? Muteki is talking about prototypes of this game, which I have never seen. That's exciting. Mudrin says this game beats the real Mario 2 all to hell. Drippy the Calamity mentions that the original Mario 2 is impossible to play and impossibly difficult. Yeah, so anyway, I'm not seeing a lot of questions directed at me, so I'm just going to jump back into the game. And I'm playing as Luigi, who's the worst character and almost impossible to control, and I'm going to do a terrible job of it. But man, I do love just the little weird quirks like this, where you can jump on a carpet, grab a dude, throw him to his death, and then steal his carpet for a ride. In the original Super Mario Brothers, you could not swipe a Lakitu cloud, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's something that I think they might have added in to the series after this. Maybe I'm just making that up. What do I know about video games? You know, even in the original version, this game was pretty strange. Like, this thing with the masks that chase you when you grab a key, that's alarming. And also, this game had sort of a Middle Eastern Arabian Nights theme, so why are there little ninja? I don't know what that's about. It's weird. But the weirdness is what I like about this game. And the plucking and the throwing is a really interesting mechanic, and anytime I've talked to Tanabe about this game, he mentions that, like, so I think it's something he's really fond of too, for whatever reason. And I remember that there is a trick to the potion in this section, but I don't recall exactly what it is. And I'm sure by the time the chat gets to explaining it, it'll be too late, so let's give it the old college try. Oh, that was it, okay. That muscle memory again. Yeah, although Mario games have kind of borrowed from and riffed on Super Mario Bros. 2, this version of it, they've never really done a proper follow-up. You know, Yoshi's Island brought in the Sniffets and the Shy Guys that I was just plowing through, and that's cool. I like those guys, but the whole world of Subcon has been pretty much forgotten, and as far as I know, the only time Wart has shown up again has been in, like, as a Smash Brothers trophy or something. That's a frog who deserves being remembered. Oh god, playing against these bosses with Luigi is just the worst. Luigi, why are you so bad? This is why everyone hates you, Luigi. This is why no one remembers you. Because you jump like a doofus. Still, I'd rather play as Luigi than Mario, because Mario is so boring. Does anyone actually play as Mario? Does anyone race as Mario in Mario Kart? Like, that's what you do if you're 6 years old and you don't know any better. No offense to anyone who plays as Mario in Mario Kart. Okay, so we'll play as Toad. Dragoon N. Regalia says Luigi is king of the airborne dog paddle. Someone says that he's surprised USgamer has a Twitch account. Yes, we Twitch stream twice a week, every week. So yeah, we've been doing it for a while. Mar Salady says, or Salde says, I was always a Toad guy. That is correct. Toad is the best character. Especially if you get the timing on the casino game down right, because then you can just rack up the extra lives. Toad is a miracle worker when it comes to plucking coins that you spend in the casinos. I guess that makes sense because, you know, the princess is spoiled royalty who sits in the castle all day eating cake and crumpets. Meanwhile, Toad is her little minion, her vassal, and he's forced to do all the hard labor. So, of course, it makes sense that he would be really good at pulling up weeds, because that's probably what he does all day anyway. Do I want those Starman? I might as well. Come on up, anytime now. Look at that guy. Look at that little guy go. What a champion. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Wah! Toad is so good that I can't even play him. I'm not worthy of Toad. That's what just happened there. I'm not actually sure what those things are supposed to be. Are they supposed to be fish? They've always looked like bird beaks to me, but I don't think that's what they are. They've got little arms. Most of the enemies in this game, I can kind of see what they're supposed to be, but not those guys. And I missed it. Oh, sad. Oh, I blew it. No mushroom for me. Quite tragic. So I guess I should have picked the princess here, because I think if you're the princess you can actually jump across this gap and cheat your way to the end of the stage. But I picked the princess for the wrong stage because I've forgotten all about this game. Oh. Well, that was a really bad idea. Let's try that again, shall we? Anyway, so if you're coming in late to the stream, hi, I'm playing Super Mario Bros. 2 on legit, semi-legit NES hardware. I'm playing with an analog NT, showing off kind of the visual quality of the system, which is made from junked Famicoms. They scraped out the innards and put a fancy aluminum shell around the guts of both an NES and a Famicom, and it can output an RGB signal, which is how I'm playing this. It's running through an external upscaler and then streaming live to you, so it is an actual classic video game signal, not an emulated signal. Oops, that was stupid. Let's try that again. Alright. You'd never know from watching me play this that I've beaten this game many, many times. Granted, those were all like 25 years ago. Oh, yeah, I'm loving it. Oh well, at least I get to start at the top. So 25 years is a long time to go without beating a video game, so I hope you can be understanding and forgiving of the fact that I'm really quite terrible at this game now. certain games that I stay in practice with, like Bionic Commando and Mega Man 2, and I'm still really pretty good at those, but it's just like riding a bike or something like that. It's like riding a bike that requires button presses and is trying to kill you. So anyway, yeah, this part I'm trying to take the key to the bottom, and there's a mask that chases me anytime I'm holding the key, and it's really stressful. This is the kind of thing that gives children nightmares. Fortunately, the key also doubles as a weapon. So occasionally I will drop the key, and that causes the mask Phanto to reset and start its chase over again. I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to fall, and that wasn't it! Oh! Well, that's bad news, folks. Alright, well, screwed that one up. Someone asked if I can change this, the settings on this to get rid of the scan lines. I can, but I have to do that on my upscaler, and it involves going through a bunch of menus, and is very sort of time-consuming and tedious, and not very exciting television. So, if you are interested in seeing what the analog NT looks like without scan lines, I've posted some videos to my YouTube channel, which is Toasty Frog. And you can check out, let's see, Bionic Commando and G.I. Joe, both running at 720p without scan lines. G.I. Joe I actually recorded at 1080p, but for whatever reason that didn't upload that way. Unfortunately, those scans, or those uploads are 30 frames per second as opposed to 60, but I think we're all friends here and we can forgive minor errors like that. Hopefully this stream is operating at 60 frames per second, it's supposed to be, but I'm kind of having to operate on assumptions here, since I can't really watch the stream and play the game at the same time, if you can imagine that. Alright, so there we go, I made it down to the door, and into this room full of death. And really hoping I can beat the boss before dying, because otherwise I have to start over at World 1-1, and that's just shameful. No one wants to see that. That's not cool. That's also not cool. The cherry, or the hearts on the other hand, are cool. Alright, so now the first real boss of the game, which is a mouse. I think this is Mauser, right? It's been a while. Like I mentioned, 25 years. Please be gentle on this old man. Dope. I do like that you can hit a bomb from beneath and grab it as opposed to being injured by it. It's one of the nice touches of this game. They really kind of thought through how the game physics work, and tried to make it very unlike the original Mario, because it wasn't originally a Mario game. Ha ha ha. Yep. Did I mention it's been 25 years since I last beat this game? Alright, just checking. Just thought I'd clarify that in case you were wondering, why does this guy suck so bad? That's why. I'm old. And you know, playing on original hardware means I'm playing without a net. I can't just rely on save states. But fortunately, I'm not so terrible that I would lose to the first boss. So let's move along to World 2. Hey, I got a 1-up. I guess the laws of probabilities determined that would happen. Let's see... Oh, whoa, it looks like the stream died? That's weird. Alright, well I have no idea how that happened. Well, for whatever reason, people